I mean, it was a whole huge learning curve. Well, what did we know? We were just parents, right? I was a very inquisitive person, you know. I mean, I had a career. In those days there wasn't mat leave, and we made the decision for me to stay home for a few years, and I was a very involved individual. So I must have just embraced it from just people I met, and I had to look into it more. I did approach this senior people at the school board to say I wanted to run these meetings, these community meetings, and they're the ones that sent me speakers. So Caroline is the one that stands out. There was another fellow, I can't remember his name, I can see his face, and he was a senior person at the Vancouver School Board, and he came to a PAC meeting. So I felt we received a lot of respect and support from the Vancouver school system to come out and talk to us about French immersion. At the high school level, I was, proactive as well. And, in those days there was only 2 high schools in all of Vancouver. Well, you have to have you got elementary schools in the east side now. Where are they going to high school? You can't just expect them all to go across town to Kits or go across town and go south to Churchill. So that was pretty exciting when Van Tech opened up. They used to say at the school, if you could speak French to them, this is the elementary level, I felt, you're teaching them the French, I'm going to make sure I'm teaching them the English. And we would read stories at night, every night, English stories. But I encouraged them to speak French, and we had French books here too, they would pick up. So, and French music, I had lots of French music. I think what's key there is that you spend the time with your child to read to them in English, correct their English language, encourage them to speak in English, and it's the teacher's responsibility to teach them the French and make them feel comfortable when they speak French. And also as a parent, wherever you may be, if there's a possibility to speak French, encourage them to use the language and be proud of them. I was I made sure my kids knew we were proud of them, that they knew these languages, these 2 languages, that it was a sense of accomplishment, and we're proud of you that you're doing this. I don't think they really understood the value of it until they were old, into their teen years. What's interesting, you wonder if they remember the French once they go into university and in their 30s, like my 2 kids are. I know when our son was going to, he was going to Europe, and he was on the plane sitting beside an Italian lady who didn't speak English but spoke French. So he picked up his French. And our daughter and I have got an Italian background, and we were in Italy in April. And it's amazing how, with her French background, how a lot of Italian makes, she can sort of put it together a little bit, and she has a passion for it. So I think she wants to learn that language. That's the other key thing. Once you learn one foreign language, it's easier to learn others. The District Parent Rep Organization. Now each area in the Vancouver school systems, it's broken into areas, and there's a district parent rep to represent each area. And so I was representing the Hastings Sunrise area and the concerns that parents have. And so if there's a concern, then they'd come to you if they didn't feel they were getting anywhere at the school level. That's an organization that needs to know more about Canadian Parents for French too. This has been a wonderful experience with bringing French immersion to the east side and how it's grown. Mm-hmm. We have late immersion too, and I feel it's just part of educating parents. That's the key, is getting them together in the community, whether it's at a local school or the community center, and talk about options for your child.